just published the first book in her 7-book series, and she isn't even old enough to drive. I'm talking about 15-year-old Elisabeth Wheatley. She's one of the Lone Star State's youngest published authors, and she joins me now to talk about her new book. First of all, congratulations, Elisabeth.
Thank you.
That is a big deal. People think their whole lives they want to write a book, but to be published at 15 is phenomenal. Tell us, what is your new book and what's it about?
The new book is The Key of Automatons. It is a fantasy stories about a young girl's adventures in this fantastic world I invented in my imagination.
How did you come up with this? Because, you know, we can think of these things, but to actually put it together into a book is a whole other story.
I was always encouraged to write and to read, and I started writing stories, and eventually I made up an imaginary world, and there was a story to go with it, so I had to write it down.
Well, I know that you want people to get the book, but can you kind of give us a sneak peek into this imaginary world?
It has elves in it, and dwarves, and magic, of course, and I tried to make it as original as possible.
What kind of age group is going to be interested in this book?
Well, we've had all sorts of age groups, but it's mainly intended for ages 14 and up.
Well, it is hard to be a teenager because there's always so many different activities going on. You've got school. How in the world did you find time at 15 to write a book?
I just did. I don't watch a lot of television or anything, so during the time when most people don't really be doing that, that's what I was doing.
So what do your friends think about that? They must think it's a pretty cool thing that their buddies publish.
Yes. They've been very impressed for the most part.
Now, you are from Austin, but you are in Houston because you're taking some of your own time to do something very special.
Yes, I am doing a book signing and donating books to the Texas Children's Hospital here in Houston.
How did you come up with Texas Children's Hospital? I'm over there a lot. It's a very special place, but why?
Yes, it is.
But why that particular place?
They are very much support the work they do, and I had a cousin who had to have heart surgery there, and I wanted to support them.
So it's a very personable tie for you, and I guess by giving them your book, you're hoping that it will take their minds, I'm sure, off of their treatment.
Yes, I am.
So can we find your book right now in stores or online?
It is on Amazon as well, and available on the Amazon Kindle as well, which is a great honor.
Sure, absolutely it is. I said when we first began that this was first of 7, so there's more to come. Have you started on those?
I'm working on editing the second one right now.
How do you know there's going to be 7? Is that just something you set your goal to?
Well, I had all these different plots that I had in my mind, and so I came up with 7.
What do your parents think?
They're very proud.
Yeah, and they're the ones who've encouraged you your whole life
Yes.
to write and to try to do this. All right, Elisabeth Wheatley, thank you for being here today. I wish you the best of continued luck, and we want to hear about those next books when they come out.
Thank you.
Okay.
Almost 9:50, and here's a look back at the first 7 days of August.